This is the day that the Lord has made. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Vanessa, and I am hanging out outside. We shall see. Alrighty. What is it? It is Saturday night. Hello, Isaias. How are you? Yep, you are the first one. It's Saturday night. Happy Saturday, y'all. Hey, Drago. How are you? Thank you for liking. Hello, Tony. I'm sitting outside, you guys. There's no moon, I don't think. It's just dark, dark out here. Yeah, what is everybody doing? How are you doing? I'm doing good. Thank goodness the weather is nice to be outside. I like to hear what's happening outside. Hey, Boombastic. Tony is good, relaxing, and laying down. Yeah, I'm just listening to life around me. Bombastic. I thought I was running late and I forgot a few things, and it was like quite a drive to get to my friend's house. Like, it really did not start until after 2 o'clock, and she told me one. So I would have had, I'm just, it was good. She cooked a lot of food, it was good. She had her family. I think I was the only like non-family. And I was telling you guys how she's half black, half Mexican, but it was like her black family that showed up. Y'all, there was a lot of kids. There was a lot going on. I got to meet her granddaughter for the first time. I don't know, she's a few months old, like maybe 6 months old. And it was fun. I didn't think to take my son because I wasn't sure if he worked or not. I kind of wish he would have came with me. Okay, Bombastic. See, there was miscommunication. So I thought we were going to make tamales, right? But she came over Friday. She was here in town. So then I'm like, okay, I guess we're not making tamales because I thought we were going to make tamales. And then she told me come at 1 o'clock, so I'm thinking we're gonna make tamales first and then have the dinner. But she had cooked everything. She made tamales, she made barbecue chicken, she made ribs, she made they're not hot dogs, but it's like sausage that you can put in a hot dog. She made a lot of food. My friend, she works hard for her family. She has a servant heart. But I didn't know it was also going to be for her grandson who graduated from kindergarten. So his grandparents came from his other grandparents, which I went to school with them, so we were just catching up. It's a small world. A very small world. But I think I made it home by 5-ish. Something like that. Yeah, so I showed up a little after 1 o'clock. Her family was there. My friend was not. Apparently, she had to go to the store at the last minute. She was doing everything, you guys. She did the cooking. She did the decorating. She did the setup. I wish I would have showed up at least earlier. But, I mean, it is what it is. Yes. I had a little bit of what she served, and I definitely had a piece of cake. I left room for cake. It was nice. It was fun. Hey, Lady Sky. Yeah, I made sure to eat a little bit of food. I only had one tamale so that I could have me a piece of cake. I'm doing good, Lady Sky. I decided to get in my pajamas and sit out here. So it's nice. It's nice out here. I brought out a citronella candle. I'm not lighting it, but hopefully that works. I was good. I just had one tamale. Yeah. I'm trying to lose weight, so I'm mindful of what I'm eating. Lady Sky, what's going on today? Hello, Quan Kelly. And one piece of cake is all I had. Even though my friend made plenty, she made plenty of food, but I just ate a little. Zane. I like how you spell your name. I don't think I've ever seen a spelling like that. Thank you for your comment. Lady says I had a really good friend who passed away 6 days ago. Went to the funeral earlier today. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Lady Sky. No, I cannot speak Arabic. Lady, do you have any brothers or sisters? Any siblings? I remembered my fan today, so I can swat away the insects. Oh, you do have siblings. It's a small world, you guys. That's all I gotta say. It's a small, small world. Oh, goodness. Okay. How is everyone doing? What are you doing tonight? Yeah, lady needs, it's gonna take a long time for her. You know, when I first graduated from high school, I lost a lot of siblings. Not siblings, classmates. Like in the first year after we graduated high school, it was crazy. It was weird. Different places, different situations. I let's see. Actually, one of my friends that died after graduation was my best friend's cousin. Yeah, because I met her first, but I became better friends with my best friend now. But I actually met her through the cousin that died. Lady says she was 63. My friend, she died of brain cancer. She leaves behind a husband and grown kids and grandchildren and great grandchildren. Oh my. I was thinking she was younger, but it doesn't matter what age she is. But it does sound like she lived a good life, it sounds like. With her kids, her grandkids, even her great grandkids. Yeah, it is very sad. My coworker's husband, he died of I think it was brain cancer. Um, so she kept me, in the loop of his process, and it was trying times for her. Years. It took years. Bombastic is broke. Like, no tienes dinero, broke. Lady says, yes, she enjoyed living life. She was close to Jesus all her life. Amen. Amen. Drago has hearts. Oh, that's not cool, Bombastic. Well, I guess you pray on it and God will find a way for you, Bombastic, and for Lady Sky. Everybody, we all have our struggles right now. They're different. But there's one thing for sure: pray to Jesus and you will get through it, no matter what your struggle, no matter what your circumstance. Astro, I'm sitting on my back porch, but completely with my back, like, the sky is completely behind me. The lady from yesterday was going to give me money, and my roommate rejected the money. Oh, because you were asleep. Yeah, it is completely dark. There's still no moon. I do have like a netting, like kind of a screen, so that probably darkens the sky as well. No, I don't see any stars behind me, anyways. My hair is blending in. That's too funny. All you can see is my face. I'm just like, I didn't think about that. You can't, you can't see my hair either. I look bald. Furious says hello. Why are you in the dark? Okay, now I'm your baby boo. What's up with that, Furious? My name is Vanessa. Miracle, how was your day with your daughter? I don't look bald. Now Furious is sounding like boo. Yeah. Well, this is a good way to disguise my white hair. You guys can't see my white hair really. um, it was good. It was a success. Good, good to hear. No, you've barely been calling me that like a few days. But this is my first time reacting to it. No guy are so blah with what they tell females. Astra says, I know you're not bald. It's pretty obvious, but your hair blends in very well. I thought my phone was charging all day long, and apparently it wasn't. So you guys are connected to the charge cord right now. Same here. I'm at 23%. Oh my goodness, I'm at 19%. What is everybody's phone battery at? It does sound really cool though. I can hear the wind and the echo of your voice. Yeah, I was thinking of bringing out a carpet or something because I hear my echoes sometimes too. But if critters are going to be crawling over it, just forget it. I'm not laying a carpet down. Miracles at 6%. Astro 91. You looks like you're about to cast a spell by a campfire. Furious is at 8%. Oh my. Okay, my regular phone, this is like, my recording device, but my regular phone is at 60%. There's a breeze coming. Oh goodness. Okay, Ashrus is furious. This is not Harry Potter. I ended up talking to Omar Z for over an hour. I took him with me on the drive to my friend's house. It's weird to be able to chat with like a stranger. Astra says, dude, my brother's phone is at 3%. How do you know your brother's phone is at 3%? I asked him. Isn't that fun how you just we just triggered a question? You know, I have an Apple phone. My son has an Apple phone, and so I can track him. And I also let my brother track my location for safety. You can also track what their phone battery level is at. So I can tell if my son's phone is good with charge or not. So you guys could see my hair yesterday because I was against like a light wall, but today I'm against the black night. There is stars out there, you just can't see them. Oh, what a night. Late May 2025. You don't even have a background, it's just nothing. Good. My location is concealed. Is that the word I want to use? God looked like before the universe was made. Black, dark. You guys, I think I'm getting into a funk again. It's beginning. We're at the end of May? Okay. Because I was in the funk the month of February. And I'm getting in the funk again. So I'm going to have to do something about that. Furious says, I just watched a movie called Burning, a Korean production. Unusual, but he liked it, and he recommends. Bombastic says, why? And Asher says, I cannot believe we're already almost halfway through the year. Bombastic because I'm single. Story of my life. Another school year is coming, and I still am single, and I will probably be going to every football game by myself again. And other, time, yeah, it just keeps going by fast. Time stops for no one. Yeah, because my life is good. That's my one big thing. Yeah. I'm ready to get on every dating app and increase my likelihood of finding somebody. It's time, yep. Fury says, I'm gonna sit right and start crying quietly. Please feel free to keep ignoring me. Why are you crying, Furious? Bombastic is sick of life. Yeah, there's always suffering. I give thanks to the Lord for everything good and in my life. But it's like, Lord, how come? How come I'm still single? Like, what did I do wrong? I ask myself that all the time. Furious, I can't read everything you've typed. I've read it. So I don't know what you're talking about. Kumbasa says, okay, you're feeling that way now. Me that I have to keep it. I'm just here dying alone. Oh. Hello, Patrick. Astra says Furious was talking about spells, and now he's crying. What spell did you do? Ba da ba ba ba. Who are you? What is this? How are you? Patrick, I'm doing good. Other than I feel like the blues is coming upon me, I mean, I'm doing good. How are you? Welcome to my live stream. That's the first thing that came to my mind when I looked at that person's username. Oh no, Boombastic. You really think you are? I'm glad you're doing good too, Patrick. And thank you for the compliment. That's true, Boombastic. We imprison ourselves. Very true. I did that for many, many years. And then I realized I need to just forgive myself. I need to give myself permission to find love again. And it's a journey. It's a journey. Patrick, I've been up to no good. No, I'm kidding. I've been up to living my best life. Why does Patrick look like a potato? I don't know. I can't see his picture. Boombastic says, I guess we are all crashing out. Asher says, I'm kidding. Welcome, Patrick. Patrick says, yes, it is. Fury says, welcome. Don't worry. She won't ignore you. Talk to her about the movies you've seen. I'm the only one worthy of the honor of being ghosted. I read your comment about the movie Burning. You said it's a Korean film, and you said you recommend it. Okay, Patrick says same. Furious, you're the one not listening to me. You're the one ignoring me. Ooh. Ouch. Okay, you guys, I live in an area that is pretty busy, which is a really good, which is the reason I picked my location. So I hear people having a party or something at a party place around the corner. Once summer comes, they start having parties. I am from the USA. Astro answered for me. Did fairies put a door and a man walking? Is he walking out the door? Henry, I don't know who BWC is. Fury says, I am sulking. Don't talk to me, and I'm from South American Island, by the way. Oh, he's finally telling us something new. Where is South American Island? You guys help me out. I still have a dating app open. I was just starting to enter. Let me get out of there. She's, I don't know who Henry is. Ashley says, Vanessa, what is the very last person you expect to get married with? What do you mean? Astro, can you ask that a different way? Furious says this is your daily clue. South American island? Henry is from Tennessee. Astro says, like, what is a person that you do not expect to get married with? Someone who doesn't believe in Jesus Christ or follow Jesus Christ. That's easy. The very opposite of my number one priority, or whatever we want to call it. Oh, there's a lot of lists, a lot of islands. Omar Plummer. Let me see. Bombastic says, we're never going to South America. Miracle says, no, you said it wrong. You're supposed to say, you are you from Tennessee? Sometimes, Miracle, I just read the comment exactly as it's written. Thank you for catching that, though. Henry says, amen. Furious is laughing. Henry says, I was actually saying, and then Furious says, or me, maybe. Omar Plummer had to put in the double I. Look. Ashley says, okay, Vanessa, I have an issue. I have hit 50 subs, but it still won't let me go live for some reason. Okay, I think you have to schedule it, Astro. Like, I believe you have to schedule it or something, and then it takes time. Yeah, that's what happened to me the first time, if I remember correctly. Have a good night, Henry. Thank you. Miracle says, yes, that was a horrible dad joke. Because you're the only 10 I see. Bombastic needs saving. Oh my goodness. Bombastic, are you in a funk also? Asher says it doesn't give me that option, it just gives me one or two options. Create shorts or learn more. Click learn more. What's wrong now? Didn't your partner let you get the money? Oh, he's talking about your roommate, Bombastic. Furious says, I still don't get how you manage to be so agile with your eyebrows. It makes you so beautiful, and you don't even do it on purpose, just when you don't understand something. Oh, Furious is very observant. Bombastic says, él estaba mirando cuando te dije del dinero. Yep. Omar, you gotta tell us all about your day from earlier. Miracle says, do you have to have like 51 or 52 if you have exactly 50? Maybe you need one more. That is possible. Bombastic says, all the time, Vanessa, I just don't really talk about it. Oh. We came to the right place, sister. We can be lonely together. I'm literally thinking about getting onto at least 2 or 3 more dating apps. I'm tired of being alone, y'all. Maybe I need to not be selective and just see what happens. I don't know. Yes, that's what it was, 24 hours, Astro. I remember that for myself too. Drew Q. My go-to dish for a potluck. Well, when it comes to family, it's kind of like Mexican casserole. But when it comes to like office potluck, it would be a different choice. Um, yeah, it just depends. I usually pick the easiest thing for the office. You know how usually when you have a potluck, they like sign up for something to make sure every dish is represented or shows up. I try to be the first one to sign up to pick the easiest. Okay, Omar Boombastic is asking how you're doing. Boombastic says, Astro, you need to create shorts, man. Then you will be able to go live. He does have shorts. You're welcome, Astro. Has anybody ever looked at Astro's page? If you know his age, you might be very surprised when you listen to his shorts or videos. He's very mature. And you have like an older person's voice, Astro. I don't know if anyone's ever told you that. Furious says, little random question, only important to me. Until what age did you carry Juan Pablo in your arms and why did you stop? I wanted, if it was up to me, I would still be carrying my son in my arms, y'all. Not that I could, but you know what I mean? He was never like the baby type. Like he didn't cling. He wasn't clingy. He was very independent. But I would say that I basically carried him until he was 5 or 6 years old. You know, if he was tired or something, I would be able to carry him into the house or to his room or to the car. Drew says it would bring napkins. Block old school. He's being nasty. Oh, you mean old soul? I don't know who you're talking about, Boombastic. I don't see them. You're welcome, Astro. You know how some kids, like I see it with my niece's youngest kid, he's very clingy to her, and he's almost 4 years old. Like he wants to be carried. Um, well, he's getting less clingy now, but I hope that makes sense. Why don't I see old school, but you can, Boombastic? That happened the other day. You were saying for me to block someone, and their comment never came through. What is going on with those dogs? The Chihuahua sounds like they're getting destroyed over there, but the dogs might be siblings. Bombastic says, él está hablando bien cochino, a mejor te bloqueo para que no lo mires. Yeah, I didn't see it at all. Thank you, Bombastic. Ashra says siblings fight all the time. Oh, I see what you're saying. I'm still at 19% charged. As long as it doesn't go lower, I'll be fine. Cheers to the chat. Are you drinking, Omar? What are you drinking? My phone is holding on tight. Yep. Okay, they got quiet. What is everybody drinking right now? I'm drinking H2O. It's so good. Omar says I've just showered and making me something to eat. That's why I said be right back. Omar does that all the time. Yeah. He's done that before where he says, I'm gonna take a shower, I'll be right back. You know you know it's a good chat when you're rushing to get things done so you don't miss anything. Astra says, my mom and dad raised me well for sure. I'm very blessed enough to have grown up in a Christ-centered home. I got church, youth group, and Thursday night prayer. I absolutely do not deserve it. Amen, Astro. Omar, what what doesn't what doesn't Omar want me to try? Drew says, if someone breaks into your place, please film my scene. It's going to be a real show watching a husky mix go for some guy's cherries while Vanessa's finishing. What? If someone breaks. Oh, you're talking about my dog. Riaz, hello, hello. Astra says, God has also taught me to be a very mature kid. I can act immature sometimes, but I've gotten really used to being mature though. I'd say I'm a pretty hardcore Christian too. Awesome, Astro. Hello, Raman. Plumber says, I was in Greece, then I was to catch the shop. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you? What kind of fire? I'm from the USA. Boombastic Omar is calling you. Omar, how is your day? I know you had to get things done earlier today. Here he is. It's pink. That's all I know. Raman, why do you want to know if I'm single? what country are you from, Roman? Okay, I really just want American friends right now. I mean, you can stay on my live stream, but to be a friend, that, that sounds bad. Let me just stop that because that is going to offend several of you on here. But you guys know what I mean. Roman is asking very specifically. Okay, Bombastic is back. Asha says, this is really random, but it's insane. How many Nigerian or African people want me to go to their country for stuff? Really, Astra, do you get a lot of those comments on your channel? Astra says, it's not just me, it's so many other people. No, you don't, Ramon. Be honest, and that's not honest. You didn't even know where I'm from. You don't even know if I'm single. Omar Plumber says, I did finish up with the car so the mad people could have it. Oh, good. Good, Omar. I'm glad that got done. Furious says, you got the pink gun. Now that is the most American thing I've ever heard. So if I show up at your place, wouldn't it be funny if it had glitter like the Troll movie? Astra says, it's not just my comments, it's all of their live streams. Wow. Yes, I'm sitting in the dark. Bostic, talk to us. You are being kind of quiet. Um, I'm gonna reread Astra's comment. Let me see what he had said. How many Nigerian or African people want me to go to their country for stuff? Okay, Astra, what kind of stuff? I'm here listening, going to the car. Astra says they're like, please come to Nigeria. We want you to come. We want you to come. It is weird. You can put glitter on it in it at this point with one more step. Oh, I could bling out my. No, I better not do that. I could make diamond art on it. Astro says industrial stuff. Property. Mm. Yeah, Bombastic was talking about doing diamond art paint. And so now I'm curious about it. I think I'm going to get me one kit to start doing that. They're scammers, probably. Um, I never believe any of that kind of stuff. Nick, why is it good to see me? You just come in here to say hello and that's it. You don't know me. Is this Alabama? Hey, Lively Cuts. How's it going? Omar is concerned about Boombastic. I don't know exactly what he meant, but I interpret it as he is concerned about you. Lively Cuts, it is going good. I'm sitting outside, no moon, with the skies behind me, so it is just dark. There's a cool breeze coming through. It's good. It's good. What about your night, Lively Cuts? I think Boombastic likes sitting in her car for privacy, maybe. It is calm, Lively. It would be so much nicer if I was sitting out here with my future husband. But, you know what? This will do. Hanging out with y'all. Asher says, Lord have mercy, my brother is listening to metal. I can hear it from my room. And my door is closed. Oh, my son. Yeah, when he has his music, I can hear it all over. Lively Cut says, I pick up a shift at work, so I'm here and people are more drunk than usual. Oh no. Be careful. Have fun. Astra says, I'm going to put on my headphones. Jamie, hello. How are you? Oh, it's just so beautiful out here, y'all. The bugs are not bothering me, but I think it's because I moved away from the lights. Maybe. Because yesterday I was sitting right next to the lights. Mmm. That's right. So I get to sit out here again tomorrow night and do a late night. I forgot about that too. Astra says it's beautiful. All I see is black. And Furious says, can you imagine the live stream cuts off? Vanessa heard something. Suddenly she jumps off camera. One Pablo's down. She yells. Golden sparks flicker. Oh my goodness, Furious. Okay, have you ever heard a gun shoot? Those things are so loud. So loud. No. Furious is like an editor or something like that. I can't remember Furious. But yeah, he's definitely into writing. Okay, you guys, I told you I was going to polish my nails because I was starting to peel off the purple. The purple's underneath. I just polished over it. I was bummed out that it didn't last longer. Omar says, how can you be servicing your car and you don't want to buy the required amount of oil? Omar, is that what you had to go through? Furious, or are you okay? Gabe says, are you a fan of guns, Vanessa? No, I'm not. No, but I do have one that was gifted to me. It's pink. That's what I was telling Furious. I'm a fan of God protecting me. You scared me. Where are you going? Oh my goodness, my child is going somewhere. you going, son? Did you lock the front door? Please lock the door. And be careful. Love you. What? Is it an older one? Well, well, you guys better be careful. Okay, later. Oh, sorry, you guys. Omar says, isn't that someone's from Canada is here? Lively says, looks good. Furious says, and then Vanessa comes back on camera. All right, I've got little thing to hide. I send you peace and love. My protection is God. That's why I don't believe in anything else. It's not personal. Asher says, I like the look of guns, but I don't wish violence. Omar says, is it that rat again, Van? Are you? I'm outside. No, my son just popped his head. Like, I have, I can see into the house, so he popped his head in, and he's just like this to me. I didn't want to get up, so that's why I called him. Tell them to make sure he locks the door. He said his friend got a Corvette, y'all. So he's gonna go check out his friend's Corvette. Are you at your house or at the apartment? I'm at my house, Astro. I only am at the apartment in the morning, Monday through Friday. Yeah, I don't think I want to hang out at the apartments at this time. PJ says, help me. Dude, you need to get reported. Bastic, it's mashed potatoes with lettuce and mayo and fish. Why can't I see your guys' comments? Astro says, feisty when I'm at my house, Astro. Furious says, can't wait to have this kind of conversation with the boyfriend. Where are you going? Did you lock the door? Okay, don't go to the Bombastic, where are you at? Omar commented to you, but I didn't see your comment. That is weird. Omar says to refresh my chat. Do I watch cartoons? No. I can't refresh my chat, Omar. Okay, there is one cartoon I like to watch. Let me search it up because I can't even remember what it's called. I'm gonna show you guys. It's hilarious. Ow. There are little bugs getting to me. This is the cartoon I like. Oh, you guys can't even read it. It's Peep and the big wide world. Do you see that? Peep and the big wide world. Yeah, I think we just need to report PJ. I reported him yesterday. I'm reporting him again today. Um. Okay, Van Bostic, why did you block me? I have a certain fetish. Furious says 2%. I have to go. Can I have a personal sending a piece of love? Furious, I wish you peace and love and know that Jesus Christ loves you the most. I don't know where Boombastic is at. She has not typed anything. That's why I don't know why Omar made that comment. Gabe knows it. Oh, you know the cartoon. Okay. Furious says peace, love, bye. Okay, it's getting a little bit warm. Isn't it supposed to get cooler at night, not hotter? Okay, Area 51 is where the UFO landed or something. Crashed. Yeah, I think there's aliens. No, Barb's has been busy, I think. Good night, Furious. Wait, what was her phone at? Oh, finally my phone is at 20%. Maybe Boombastic's phone is charging. Asher says, well, guys, I'm going to head out. This was so much fun. Jesus is King. Amen. I might have, no, there comes the breeze. There it comes. Excuse me. Gabe is getting a beer. Omar says peace to Astro. Boombastic, are you there? Can you hear us? She must be busy because she's usually on here. Omar, is she over there fighting? Oh, there she is. We were just, Omar was concerned about you. The most, I will say that. I figured you were busy doing something. Oh, she went to the store. That was quick. Isn't it late over there, Boombastic? And you went to the store this late? I was just saying, isn't it supposed to get colder as the night gets later? Omar saying you have no manners. Why? Okay, bombastic. Hello. Why do you have that name? But hello to you. Yeah, Bombastic can only get on when she's connected to Wi-Fi. Oh, what a night. Late May 2025. Furious is back. Bombastic says it's hot about here and it's 11:51. Omer says, so what did you, if it's not private? Bostic, Omar thought you blocked him. And he was telling you about mashed potatoes and something else, fish. Bostic's laughing out loud. Omar, I didn't block you. Omar is getting, what is that word? It's an old, like, old school word. He's getting very attached to you. I don't know. I can't think of the other word. That's not the word either. It was an old school word. Maybe it's not even appropriate. Obsessed is another word, though. Omar. Oh, goodness. Furious says all the things you do, good or bad, mistakes, do it because of love. And you'll never be forgiven. You'll never be in the light of God. I don't know what Furious just wrote. But he's gone. He's getting enchanted. That's another word. Homer says that's a very big word. And you'll ever be forgiven, you'll ever be in the light of God. Homer says you deleted. You are, what was that word? Anyways, yeah, Omar is, he's very interested in bombastic, I can tell. Why would she be careful of the word you use, Van? What word, Omar? Okay, what word would you describe yourself? For bombastic. How would you describe yourself for, like, your feelings for bombastic? Bombastic's asking, why do you like her, Omar? Omar says that's a very good question. Okay, I think Boombastic is asking the same thing that I am. Why do you like Boombastic? That's the question. She wants to know. I think that question is for you, Boombastic. Where are you going that you want Omar to hurry up? Happy Saturday, whoever is passing through. I'm sitting outside in the nighttime, enjoying the evening. Boombastic. Bradley is from Canada. Weren't you on here earlier? Or was that? Yeah. What is Omar talking about? It has to be natural. But it says, I'm a grown woman, Omar. I don't want these games, alright? I'm already too old for this. That's how I am. When I'm talking to someone, it's like, okay, we are in our 40s, you know, because usually it's the same age. And it's like, there's no time for games. Like, you should already know what you want. Omar says it has to be a natural thing to like her, don't you think? how, how many ways can Omar say the same thing, which is nothing? I know what I want as a 45-year-old woman, so I would expect the same from from whoever I talk to. Okay, who is just is anybody else here or are you just listening? Omar's example is not like I'm seeing her, like I'm seeing you, so it would be as to be a natural thing. Omar, I think it's safe to say you should just keep looking. Keep looking in your neighborhood. Bombastic says, Omar, I'm not interested in you, okay? I'm just being nice. I'm into other things, if you know what I mean. You got to read in between the lines, Omar. Omar says, but now you're saying something different by saying you know what you want. You didn't ask me that. Oh my goodness. You have to be literal with Omar or what? Technical? Anyways, what would be what would be a good question to pop up here for anybody? Um I have a good question. Boombastic says I'm not interested in nobody in this chat, you know. I know how to respect people. Omar says if you'd ask what I want, then I'd know what to say. Omar, have you ever found someone who asks what you want? Oh goodness, I just dropped my phone. I don't know about others but me. Yeah, that's true. You don't even know about yourself because you never answer. You don't ever answer us, Omar. I need to clean this phone. Omar, what do you want? You want a mind reader? The basic thing. What is basic to you? Because basic to you can be different basic for me. Yes, Omar, what is your age? Omar says first thing you had to respect yourself and able to listen. Okay. That's basic for him. Umaxa says, Omar, all that comes out of your mouth is mumbling. Oh no. Who else is in here? I know there's more than just Bombastic and Omar. Hello, hello. Oh, I know what I was gonna look up. Omar says, as communication is key, so if one doesn't know that, then it could be trouble. We've already established that communication is very important and it is lacking when you're from different countries for sure. Boombastic says, Omar, would you still like me if I smoke? Omar says, it's not impossible. Lively says, PJs are just a shirt and shorts for me. I actually have matching PJs, my shirt and my shorts. But yeah, sometimes it's just like a tank top and shorts for me. Umbasi says I got some checkered pajamas on and a muscle shirt. Omar says, no one truly knows the future. We only have regards of things we probably wouldn't really like, but no one really knows. Lively says, how do you sleep, Vanessa, on your back or your side? I try to sleep on my back so that I won't have wrinkles. But I think I almost always end up sleeping on my side. It never fails. I'm trying to train myself to sleep on my back. It just don't. It doesn't always happen. What about you, Lively? Oh, Bombastic has mosquito problems. Ooh. Omar says, I think the only woman I could not deal with really is a bartender and narcissist. Bombastic says, wait, you sleep on your back so you won't get wrinkles. Yes, Bombastic. Bombastic says, okay, Omar, you don't have to worry about that with me. Gabe says, that's not how you get wrinkles, Vanessa. Well, there's a whole, like, there's a lot of things. But if you sleep on your side, you will get wrinkles. I've heard it more than once. So, yes, I do try. Lively sleeps on his stomach with the pillow kind of under my chest. I'm imagining that. Kind of like you're hugging your pillow. I have to have a pillow. If I'm on my back, I like my pillow to be under my legs. But if I go to the side, the pillow is in between my legs. And I have to have pillows all around me. Omar says, I believe it's the understanding between the two parties that makes it really work, in my opinion. Bombastic hugs a pillow, and Gabe says, you're hilarious. Bombastic says, Omar, you speak English? Omar says, yes, that's what I speak. I don't know why it's so hard to understand Omar when he speaks English, but it is a little bit difficult. Well, it's not just wrinkles. Let me think. Yeah, I think it is wrinkles. Is it the way I text or communicate? Tumbase says, yo pienso que un africano y que no habla. Correcto. Oh, goodness. Lord, I hope everybody is okay. I hear sirens. Yeah, I do think communication is very important. That's why I could never see myself from someone from another country, because I don't think we would ever truly understand each other. Bubasa says, I'm. Omar says, it's hard to spell the words out in text sometimes. Well, yeah, you make it communication very difficult with you, Omar. Oh, you know, another reason it's good to sleep on your back because you won't have like swelling. The lymphatic drainage, it won't like you won't have puffiness. Oh goodness, you guys, I like a lot of information. I love to learn different things. Bombastic, do you really understand? Omar says, but if I had to be clear, I do write properly. And Bombastic says, Omar has a learning disability. It's okay. Yeah, that's possible. Gabe says it's not been proven. Bombastic says, ¿tú crees que le entiende? Estoy siendo amable. Yo no creo que wait, let me see. Let me speak in English here. Joe's saying PJ or pajamas. That's the same thing, but sometimes people just refer to them as PJs. And then, because at first I was going to say, are you in your PJs? And then I didn't want to have to rewrite the whole question, so that I just said the entire word pajamas. Omar has had this habit for like, what, 6 months or longer. Joe doesn't sleep in PJs. Okay. Like, who spells really with RLI? Omar is the only person I know that spells it that way. Maybe I could see RLY. Gabe says I sleep in basketball shorts and a t-shirt. Feels like wearing nothing at all. Okay. Yo, I need to move inside. The air is not smelling so good out here. Hold on, okay? All right, you guys, I'm inside. Reconnect. Oh my goodness. I had to get out. I had to get in quick. Oh, the light's not good either. Ooh. Okay. Okay, you guys are talking about basketball shorts. Omar says, "Am I the only one you've seen use NVM instead of Nevermind?" No, Omar, that's very common. Boombastic says, "No." Okay, this is gonna be not sound so good, but it started to smell like the dog was taking a dump. So I had to get inside, y'all. Oh my goodness. More comfy than PJs. So you say what you get, boss. And Boombastic says, "It wants me, Vanessa. I haven't stared." Yeah, it was dog smell was getting really strong. I can't handle it. So I come inside. Believe it or not, I did not smell the smoking. That when I sit in my front yard, that's when I smell people smoking. What does my hair smell like? What do you have? What did I have for dinner? I had a salad. It was like one of those salads in a bag. I don't know exactly what was in it. It was really good. It had the purple cabbage. It had cranberries, pecans, and a mustard dressing. And I had chicken. No, that wasn't it. Bombastic. Um, and for my son, I made him hamburgers and tater tots. Because I'm serious. We are not going to eat out, but once maybe once a week. I've got to get tight on my budget. Omar says, okay, MVM is common, but really is uncommon, I guess. Yeah, I've never seen RLI. Lively Cut says that sounds good with the mustard dressing. I've never had a mustard dressing, but it was good. Yeah, my son, he enjoys hamburgers. I can make him the same thing every day, probably. And he would be okay about it. So, but when I walked into my house, you could smell the hamburgers. And I do have a little air freshener thingy. The air, it's not a humidifier, it's an air. I don't know, it's supposed to absorb all the smells, but I don't ever really use it. Hello, Junt. You know what? I had a Burger King hamburger the other day. I could have a Burger King hamburger one that tastes like a Burger King hamburger every day. It was so delicious. Yeah, we went over there. We had to drive. It was quite a drive. But my son it was his last day of school, and I was like, what do you want? And that's what he chose. I don't know if I've ever had a pupusa. It's not in my, not religion, in my culture. I don't think. Omar Plumber says it's because you've never seen it. Why makes no sense. A diffuser? It might be. It needs a filter, like you replace the filter every so often. Boombastic. So what do you eat now, Boombastic, to keep your weight off? Gabe says he's a double Whopper kind of guy. That's what my son had. I don't ever like a double hamburger. I always get single. I couldn't do that. Well, I take that back. The only double kind of burger I like is when I get a Big Mac. But here lately, it doesn't taste good to me anymore. Bombastic will get the biggest burger. Johnny. All right, you flip-flopping everywhere then. Gabe is smiling. Bombastic says stress. Oh. Oh, it's called an air purifier. That's what it's called. I have one because cooking, like when you fry food, it just smells everywhere. That's why I would really like to have an outdoor, like little kitchen setup and do all the frying outside. I don't know, Johnny. I don't know. Bombastic says I would go 3 times a day to get a meal. Where would you go to, Bombastic? You mean you would just eat out 3 times a day when you were at your heaviest? People know me at the drive-thrus. Oh my. There's only one restaurant here in town that they knew what my son and I would order every time. But it was like a sit down Mexican restaurant. We would go there once a week. When he was younger, it was like our Friday thing to do. But we don't do that anymore. I really did stop a lot of my eating out. Johnny does not eat fast food. They knew your voice. No, I don't go anywhere regular like that. You don't know what saved you. Interesting. Johnny says it actually costs more to eat out. Fast food combos have went up, and then you waste gas going through your drive-through and getting there. Yeah, it is time, money, your fuel. But if you do DoorDash, it's just money. Costs more. I mean, it just depends. Sometimes it is affordable for 2 people, okay? Sometimes it is affordable to eat out. When you got a discount, a coupon, or there's a deal going on. Sometimes it is cheaper. Okay, like for instance, McDonald's has a $5 meals. They're not healthy, I'm sure, but that is probably very affordable right now. Then there's a lot of other places that do like a $5 meal. I mean, that is really is affordable, and you're gonna save on your electricity costs. If you order ahead of time or whatever, there's not that much. There's not really a wait. You just go pick it up. I am wearing my pajamas. The $5 meal. And if you buy pizza, I mean, you could by yourself probably eat it over 3 to 4 days. So there is some, you know, that wouldn't cost a lot either. Hold on, you guys. I'm gonna go do something. I need to go check this. Let me make sure my child locked the door. Yeah, he did. Excuse me, I'm back. You know what would be so a good game would be for you to see my background, and then I go off camera, and then I come back and I ask what is different, and then we do it again. That would be an interesting game. Omar, are you still here? Where did we lose Omar? Let's see. The last thing he says was, I got it. And we haven't seen him since. Do I play video games? No. No. I got other things to do than to play a video game. Hello, Kumar. Oh, Omar is still here and he is like number 14. My favorite type of music is it's like orchestra mariachi type music with a lot of instruments. That's really my number one favorite. But number two would be Mexican music in general. Oh, Omar wants to be missed. So he left probably. You know what, Gabe? I have not had a hard day in a long time because life is really good right now for me. But I would say after a hard day, um, picking up a cooked dinner, like already fast food takeout, would be the number one thing I would do. Come home, sit in front of the TV, put my TV tray, put on one of my favorite shows, and then do the bare minimum, like brush my teeth, maybe wash my face, but for sure brush my teeth, and then go to sleep. That's how I would unwind. Kumar says 4. Omar says, I'm not. I was just listening. He's here. He says, don't try it. There he goes with his don't try it. What about anyone else? What do you do to unwind? I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't take medicines. Of course, pray. I pray right before I go to sleep, but that I do that regardless if it's a hard day or not. Omar says, I'm having my food. Bombastic, she smokes after a long, hard day. Sometimes, okay, I might take a bath before I go to sleep. Oh, you like to mess with your hair? What is Gabe's favorite? I mean, Omar Plummer's favorite? You know what would really be nice? If I could book a pedicure or, yeah, pedicure after a long, hard day. That would be nice. To be pampered. Yeah, what is your favorite, Omar, to do? Does he mess with his hair? Does he take a bath? Does he smoke? No, he didn't say that. I, what do you mean, would I take you guys, Bombastic? Oh, if I went to a spa or something? Okay, a little hair, so like just, even if it's like this, like a really short haircut. Maybe. Maybe I would, Boombastic. I'm just saying, like, that would be the real life there. To be able to book us some kind of service at the end of a hard day. I've never done that, but I'm just saying that would be nice. Don't matter, but they're as to here. Vanessa, if you take one person, you have to take us all. Gabe says no spa, take us out for funnel cakes. That's random. I've never, I don't think I've ever had a funnel cake. And again, I don't know what Omer said. Gabe is in Canada. What kind of name is Just Jokes and Matters? That sounds like. Never mind. Never mind. I'm not gonna try it. Gabe is 41. Omar says, and then to top it off, one, my ex had a headache, and the only thing to solve it is to play with her hair or scratch his skull. Just Jokes and Matters, what does that even mean? Omar says, yep. Gabe says, you bombastic, how old are you? Omar says, and that really did scare me. Bombastic says, I'm listening to Whitney Houston. I have nothing, nothing if I don't have you. Is that the one, Bombastic? Is that the song? Okay, but why do you name your channel Just Jokes and Matters? That makes no sense. You guys, I'm gonna go to my room just in case my child brings company over. And I don't want to be seen in my pajamas. I'm gonna get some water first and then go into my room. Yeah, we're gonna move again. Oh, excuse me. Do I want that light on? I guess we're gonna do that light. favorite food is the question. Okay, he likes Caribbean. Anything spicy? Okay, let me put this question down. Gabe says, when it comes to food, I don't discriminate, but I won't eat the fried rats. Fried rats, oh my goodness. Omar says, it's time. Boombasa says, next song on the radio, everything you go away. Every time you go away. Every time you go away. I don't know that song. Goat. I don't know. I don't know if I've eaten goat. I don't think so though. You guys, I don't have my AC down because it's, it costs a lot to run AC. So I'm a little bit warm. Gabe says a little bit, I'm a single guy who works full time, so I only cook on Sundays. Do you cook for the whole week, Gabe? Or do you eat out? Just jokes a matter, says rain falling in my village. Boombastic is asking me if I would go to China. I don't know. I don't know Chinese. I like Chinese food, but I don't know the Chinese language, so probably not. I don't think I've ever had anything curry. I'm not into spicy food. Boombastic says she wouldn't. Just Jokes and Matters is from India. Boombastic wants jerk chicken. I remember my aunt used to make beef jerky. Every now and then she would. It was an interesting process. The only thing I want right now is water. It's not cold, though. I do make jerk chicken. Oh, look at that. Gabe makes jerk chicken. Yo creo que sí, Bombastic. Bombastic wants to know if Gabe is in shape. Okay, Just Jokes is telling us what he's having for lunch. Hello, Marson. Bready boiled rice with, I think he meant to write chicken gravy? Children gravy. Oh my goodness, I don't know if I want to get on this dating site. It's asking uh, if I like Black Lives Matter, if I support disability rights, if oh my gosh, this is not a site for me, y'all. I gotta get off of this. Never mind that. Gabe says I'm average, a few extra pounds. I started biking again because winter is done and it's starting to get warm here. Boombastic says I know it's different. You got a lamp behind you. Yeah, I did move in a completely different room. So that's a change. White tea, everything. Haven't you been here before, White tea? Chicken gravy, mate, my cousin, bro. White tea, everything. I don't know what India is saying, but I don't think that's what he meant, Bombastic. Yeah, I'm not a bro, bro. Well, I got one more hour of my Saturday night. I'm thinking most of you are in Sunday already. Hello, Trevor. Indian English is different. Yeah, I don't call my brothers bro either. What's on the radio now, Boombastic? Ram? One sweet day. Oh, I like that. I like that song. You're listening to some sad music, I think, Boombastic. My nearest radio station, All India Radio. Gabe says, nice. I've only been to Maryland, Ohio, Buffalo, New York. I'm in Toronto, Canada. What made you go to those particular states, Gabe? Omar Plummer. Ouch. I just poked my nose. Omar Plummer, were you checking on your, were you doing your moderator duties? He was looking through his window. Dante, how's it going? I've never heard of that group, song, whatever. Hello, Ray. Akon. I'm not familiar with Akon. Boombastic, would you call Omar if he gave it to you? I hear something happening outside. It's a dog. What do you mean you're only single for one reason, Omar? We've told us before because you don't know what a woman wants. Gabe says I drove those states are not far from me. Ray says I'm going to. I just wanted to tell you. Hi, love, E, bye. Umasa says yes. I would have to download an app first. Omar wants to be alone. Are you white? There's still ways to call people with no phone. The dog is making a lot of noise. I just reinforced his area today. I was sweating. I almost fainted. But it sounds like he's trying to figure out how to get out of his area. I don't let him roam the entire backyard. He has a space. Barca says, okay, Gabe. Omar says, what's the meaning of your... It's just for people to ask. Maybe just start conversation, I guess, Omar. Just joke says the power's out. I really want to go out there and whack the dog is what I'm thinking. Homeless dogs? That's where I need to send my dog to. The dog. He's not my dog. He's the dog. $300 dogs? Oh my goodness. Do you live with your cousin? Just jokes and matters, because you said earlier that your cousin made the rice. or something, and now you're talking about his dogs. I wonder where Miracle went to. We haven't heard from him. We have not heard from him since we first went live. Young Chavez, I think you were here the other day. My energy level is going down. You know, because it's like close past bedtime. Past my regular bedtime. You lost your glasses? That's not good. You know what? Mr. Furley, he found his glasses, he said, that they were missing for a long time. So he's going around with glasses now. Omar's having garlic tea again. Yeah, because I remember he told us the other day. I'm trying, Bombastic. I'm trying. Let's get loud. Let's get loud. Omar says it's nice tea. Omar, how do you make your garlic tea? Do you just boil garlic? I really don't drink coffee myself, no. Yeah, what is my battery level? It's still at 19%. Bombase, he's asking about your vision. Can you see far? Can you see close? Omer says crushed, put in the water, and boil, then add a little sugar to your taste. Okay. Okay. Okay, I researched, and I don't know if it's true because it was just a really quick search, that if you need caffeine, Diet Coke has the most caffeine. You know, when it comes to sodas. Just Jokes on Matters drinks ginger tea in the morning. Omar says garlic has antibiotics. Yeah, it does. Okay, Bombastic. Yeah, so when I was feeling sick a few months ago, so what I did was I would eat garlic, I would eat ginger, and then just have tea right after. What was I doing? I already forgot. I think it was green tea I would drink. Anyways, I was just trying to get back to not being sick. It worked because I just had like a cold for a few days and that was it. And usually when I'm sick, it will last for a long time. Gabe says, have you ever tried iced cappuccino? Cappuccino. I don't think so. When I go buy a coffee, it's either a frappuccino, a macchiato, a mocha. Is that even a thing? Or latte. Latte is my very last resort because it has like the most. It has to have flavoring in it because it has like the most coffee content. I don't know what. I've never had cappuccino. Garlic tea and honey. Yeah, honey is good also. Omer says, but if got an ulcer stomach, you can't really have ginger. And Gabe says Diet Coke tastes awful. I like Diet Coke. I like Coke products over Pepsi product. Bombastic drinks Big Red. Omar says it's too harsh for the stomach line. I have ginger every day in my smoothie that I've been taking. MM says, I see you with the fan. Do you like the new song Boots on Ground? No, I've never heard of that song. There's a bug coming my way. Gabe says, all hot, never an iced coffee. I have to have mine iced. Well, that's not true. I prefer iced coffee. But there has been times I had hot coffee. Why is my eye? Feels weird. Bombastic is thinking. Okay, you guys that are watching, are you like wide awake or are you also falling asleep? Because my level's going down. Very, very slowly. Slowly but surely. We should not. Omar only sleeps for 3 hours? Every day, Omar? Bombastic is awake. Well, I think Bombastic and Omar might have that in common. I couldn't function on 3 hours of sleep. I mean, if I had to, I would. Like, say I had 2 jobs or something like that, I would do it. But I can't imagine. Oh, I know what I'm going to ask. Omar says, but if I had a hectic day where the sun is hot, I may sleep 5 hours. Bombastic needs 12 hours of sleep. Really, Bombastic? I don't think I've ever had more than 9 hours of sleep. I don't know if I could sleep 12 hours. That's 4 days of sleep for Omar. That's when you've got partners that you need that much sleep. That was an issue, he says. Oh, Bubasi, did you read that? Oh, goodness. He said, don't try it. Anybody, can anybody answer just jokes and matters? Because I don't know what he's talking about. Don't try it, Bubasi. You too, Lively Cuts. That's what Omar Plummer said. 3 hours is the normal, sometimes 5. I don't know what he's talking about. It might be code language too, Bombastic. Um, I, I'm not trying it. That's for sure. Gabe says Bombastic Harlow. Does that word exist anymore? Just Joke says in India is 65. I need like I need 7 to 9 hours of sleep. But I am old. I'm old. Bombastic says Gabe in the Bible. Omar says, example, we're together. Most women, when going to bed, they need the partner in bed when they're sleeping. Okay, Bubasik says, I used the word still, Gabe. I don't know anybody that sleeps 12 hours. Well, now I do. I know Bombastic. No snoring. I think that I snore, but that's another reason. Another reason to sleep on your back. No snoring. Who is Royce Madison? Lively says, when I fall asleep, I'm knocked out until I wake up. Omer says, so what they do is try to sleep on my arms so I can't move. Omar says, not true. Boombasic has a question. You think if you sleep on your back, you still snore? Oh, goodness, guys. I'm trying to hide my yawns. Why did Boombasic write? Well, it helps, okay? Yeah, there's no guarantee to not snore, but I think sleeping on your back is supposed to help. The longest I've stayed awake, I have woken up, like, let's say at 5 in the morning and stayed up until, not recently, okay? In my older days, no, I cannot stay up too long. But I would say 5 in the morning to about 3 in the next morning, so maybe 10 out. What is that, 22 hours? 22 hours might be the longest I could stay up. And that's no coffee, nothing. Boombasic says, no, I fall asleep hugging my partner's feet. Oh my goodness. Omar says, I've stayed awake like 3 days. Okay, I do have a subscriber who said that they like their feet tickled. So you would probably fit with that person, Boombastic, to hug their feet. Oh, okay. Gabe says, Boombastic, let's hear your question. And Boombastic says, a whole week without sleeping in the past, now 3 days. Omar Plumber says, that's a funny one, Bostic. And Lively says, I think I did close to 48 hours. Oh no, I've never, no. Even when I was younger, I don't think I've ever gone a whole entire day without sleeping. I've had at least 1, 2, 3 hours of sleep. Boombastic says the same. 2 lively cuts. Boombastic says, okay, my question is, can 2 people be in a relationship without being sexual? Or without? I think so. I think it's possible. Even when you live together, I think you live in probably be best to live in separate rooms, but yeah, it's possible. Omar says yes. And Omar says not about possible. It is, so Van, don't try it. Okay, Omar, I'm not sure why he's calling me out like that. Yeah, Omar, I said I think it is possible and it would be best to be in different rooms, like have your own bedrooms. Oh my goodness. Omar says, but as I always say, it's the understanding between the two parties that truly makes it work. Jackfruit. I don't even know what that is. Gabe says it's not possible. Let me let me Google this jackfruit. Ooh. It looks ugly. Oh, so it's like a fig? And it's the largest tree fruit. Interesting. Omar says, Van, teach you all in the chat this tonight. Any words that comes from the mouth has to be true in action. Do not lie, aka be honest. Bombastic says, so if you don't get it at home, will you go elsewhere? This is what I say if that was a real scenario. Where's the ring? Where's the vows at? If you ain't serious about this relationship, then yeah, go elsewhere and don't come back. Homer says, and that's why we're able to ask them. Just joke says many dishes and snacks are made with jackfruit. Gabe says bombastic, to quote 50 Cent. Really need is a little bit. Is that what that song is about? I think I've heard it. but never really paid attention to the lyrics. Omar says, "Don't try it, Van, but I guess you're trying it because, as I said, they both work." What? Yeah, don't lie. Be truth, honest. Boomboxer says, "That's why I'm a bachelorette." Plumber says, "Was that a tongue twister?" No, aren't tongue twisters the first letter is the same all the time? Peter Piper picked peppers. How much wood? No, I guess it's not necessarily. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? And Boombox says, "Say Peter Piper pizza with a piece of paper." Gabe says, "You can give a little bit, can't you? You do strike me as being generous." Am I right? Boombastic says, "Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Was Fuzzy Wuzzy really a bear?" But to say it really fast. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Was Fuzzy Wuzzy really a bear? Oh, that's not too bad. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. No, that's not a tongue twister. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Okay, y'all, I'm turning the charging thing off because we are now in the countdown. How many SLS is there in Mississippi? 4. I think he's asking how many S's are in Mississippi. Gabe says Bombastic 50 Cent, not a lot, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Bombastic has willpower. I do too. Omar says, "Okay, peace. You're still human." Human? The soul is willing, but the flesh is weak. All right, have a good night, Omar. Bombastic. Okay, you want to be right? I don't know. Don't know about that, Gabe. I think I'm getting bits and pieces of your deal, Boombastic. Hello, Muhammad. Just Choke says it's raining. It is raining now. Krista must be busy because she didn't join us, and it's her morning time. I'm gonna sleep good. I think when I do go to sleep, it's gonna be a good night sleep. Because I was doing yard work early this morning, that took a lot out of me. It would have been nice. Okay, you guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and end here. I still need energy to brush my teeth. So, yeah, I'm going to end here. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you have a beautiful Sunday. I send y'all peace and love, and know that Jesus Christ loves you the most. See you next time. Good night.